Hi, this is Mike from Ham Radio Science. Today we're going to be taking a look at a relatively new product from Apache Labs, the Anan 10E. It's very similar to the Anan 10 with some differences that are listed on Apache Labs website as well as Ham Radio Science. So we're going to unbox it and we'll see what's in the box. You notice it came from Gigaparts, which is one of the vendors in the US for this product. Let's take a quick look here. Alright. Oh, let's see. Have a little advertisement and receipt from Gigaparts. And a bunch of peanuts. Fun. So let's get those out. And clean that up later. Okay. And you can see this is not a very large radio. Very small box, all nicely taped up. So let's see what we got here. Okay, I think we're about getting it. There we go. All the nice peanuts. Let's move those out of the way for now. Pick them up a little later. Alright, here we go. All the peanuts are gone. Well, most of them. Okay, we have a little envelope here. So what does this have in here? Nice little letter from Anan thanking you for buying the radio. Have a power cord and the radio itself, wrapped up in some plastic here. Get that off. Without dropping it. There we go. Alright, here we are. It's the Anan. Front panel, even though in the pictures it's blue, but it's gray now, which is okay. And that's the front panel. We'll come back and look at this a little closer later. And the back panel with a whole bunch of connectors on it. So let me just clean this up a little bit and we'll come back and take a closer look. Okay, we got all the peanuts cleaned up, I think. This is what comes in the box. This is, of course, the radio. And then you get some little rubber feet here that you can stick to the bottom, and we'll probably be doing that so it won't scratch things up. And a fairly short power cord, but we'll make do with that. I'm going to put a bottle of water right here so you can kind of see its size. It's relatively small. Radio. It's heavy, pretty heavy case. So we're going to now, let's just take a little closer look at the front panel and rear panel. Okay, now that we got the peanuts all cleared up, let's take a little closer look at the Anan 10's front panel. Now you'll notice, as we mentioned earlier, that the Anan 10E, which is what we're taking a look at here, is basically an Anan 10 with some changes to the hardware. So you'll see that Apache Labs still kind of uses the same case for the Anan 10, so we don't have a little E here that tells us the difference between the two. But the front panel is fairly simple. We have a power switch over here. Okay, this is your Ethernet port to connect the radio directly to the Ethernet port of your computer or a router. This is good because this gives us a little faster transfer rate of data between the radio and the computer. We have a key jack here, okay, for a CW key. Headphone jack, and I believe this is a stereo headphone jack, and a connection here for an external microphone But the way it comes set up is that this is set up to take a dynamic PC type microphone with a mono jack. Okay, so that's a look at the front panel. And by the way, this is a HF and 6-meter transceiver, and I believe that the HF power output is very much like the Anan 10, where it runs somewhere between 15 and 20 watts or so, and on 6 meters it's down to around 8 to 10 watts. So we're going to come back and we'll turn it around and we'll take a look at the back of the radio. Okay, now we're taking a look at the back side of the radio, and you can see it's pretty busy. Have a lot of connections, and honestly I'm not sure how they're all used until we dig into things a little further. So we have 1, 2, 3 antenna inputs, and these can be used basically all at once to connect, say, 3 different antennas, and you can switch between antennas with the software Power SDR. You have our power input over here, and this jack is a 10 megahertz input for a reference signal. We have a accessory port here that probably gives you access to various parts of the radio. There is an external mono speaker jack. There is a little amplifier in this thing that can allow you to drive a separate speaker. Then we have down here a receive input and a transmit output, which I believe this one's very low power, and a transverter output down here. And I imagine that these are used for some specialized types of application. So we're going to be hooking this up and taking a little closer look over of it over the next few days. So check back on our YouTube channel and www.hamradioscience.com, and we'll kind of see how this thing works. So here again, this is Mike from Ham Radio Science, just taking a quick look of the new Anan 10E from Apache Labs.